Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. Today we have a very special panel assembled, Ted, and a special guest from Northwood as well.
That's right. We have great friends of the retail community, Pete Carusone, who's the president and CEO of VisionAST. Uh, I'm going to let Pete introduce Michael in just a moment. And then also from Northwood University, Stephen Hackbarth is joining us. Everybody, welcome. Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. And Pete, I'll let you make this important introduction.
Yeah, so with me today is our latest team member, Mike Toms. I've known Mike a long time, years and years. When I first started Vision AST, Mike was interested early on and always stayed in touch with me and always referred opportunities to me. And we meet at every NADA and along many travels. And finally, I can welcome him to our team. And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. And
Michael, welcome.
yeah, thank you very much, Pete. Thanks for the very nice introduction, and Ted, thanks for welcoming me. And I echo what Pete said. We've been trying to find ways to work together for years, and the pieces have all come together here. Little tease on what we're going to be working together on here, but we're rolling out a new product set with a great partner out there in the marketplace, and really looking forward to it. Thanks for the opportunity today.
Great. And Sarah, it sounds like these gentlemen are both very well connected in the industry. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely, Ted, and it's really fascinating to hear what new pieces they're going to be adding to our industry.
Well, Pete, let me start with you if that's okay. We know Vision AST as advanced people metrics that drive performance. I love that tagline, by the way. You work with a lot of our retailers. Tell us the big reveal. Let's look behind the curtain. Tell us about the new business line and, give us an overview of what's coming.
Yeah, well, as you know, Ted and Sarah, I've been in the space for quite some time. First in the dealer space in an operations role, built the Vision AST platform during that time, and have since taken it to market. And we're in hundreds and hundreds of dealers across the country. And we're bringing metrics that help them move the needle, right? So we're always providing solid, reliable data that helps dealers to improve their profitability on the business they're already doing. So along our long path and journey, it's always been the question of what's next? What else can we
Yeah.
bring to move the needle to drive more revenue, still working with existing business, right? So I've had a hard time finding that fit until very recently. And with the technology resources we have, the dealership connections we have, we are now providing a way for dealers to offer a parts warranty, parts and labor warranty in the service drive at the time of service. And very specific just to the work that's being done. So, a retention tool for dealers to keep customers coming back, driving more business back into their dealership once that warranty is over. Any repair work that's been done within the parameters of that warranty, they got to come back. They'll come back to get that part knowing it's covered for an extended period of time specific to that work.
So exciting, Pete. And Mike, there's a lot of our listeners today that may know you, especially from the Charlotte market, but I'd love to get, your perspective too about, your experience in the industry and what specifically drew you to this project with Vision AST.
Well, great question. Thanks, Sarah. The I first got into what we're calling in-house RO warranty loyalty program almost 9 years, 8 years ago with Smart Auto Care at the time, ASI. And they had a single implementation at one Toyota store here in Virginia where I live. And it was going very well, produced great results for this dealership. But there were technology hurdles that we could not get past to make it grow. And when I put this idea in front of Pete, probably 7 years ago, I said, we got to have a great technology partner. And we've found that great technology partner who's got the inroads both with TPAs, the third-party administrators out there, and with dealerships. And nothing's easy, but if this is ever going to be easy to pull off and make happen in the marketplace and meet the promise of an RO loyalty repair program, warranty program, we've got all the pieces here with VisionAST and our partner.
Michael, it sounds like a very important time in our industry. The average age of vehicle is what, 12 going on 13 years? And Michael, the average new car price, what, over $50,000 today, right?
Yeah. Don't forget payments close to $1,000 a month. Yeah.
You're right. Michael, those days of $350 a month, that's over, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Long gone.
Long gone.
And every dealer's interested in loyalty programs to drive business back into their service department is what we're hearing across the board.
Stephen, you recently worked on a project on the intern where you headed up a group working on an event for dealerships to help build retention and loyalty, and got some real hands-on experience. Tell us a little bit about that, and you may have a question or two for these gentlemen as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had a project. It was like a service drive activation event dedicated to building retention and engagement. And so we had all sorts of different ideas about how to actually pull that off. And a lot of our different groups, we had differing opinions about what specific like dealership size or dealership profile that we were trying to benefit. So I had a question for you. With your new program, what is the typical dealership profile that can benefit from this new rollout?
Sorry, Ted, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I think it's a great question.
It is a
I
great
was
question.
to say, Stephen, that's a fantastic question.
It is.
Yeah, it's so we think it's somewhere around 100 customer pay ROs a month, and our experience has borne that out so far. Now, if they've got more, that's great. If they got less, that's great too. We've got different programs that can work with dealers of just about any size. Now, I'm curious, Stephen, to turn the question back to you. What did you think you and your team come up with?
Yeah, we basically had different opinions throughout the groups. Ours,
Yeah.
we had more for like larger dealerships, but we understood that the principles at a fundamental level apply to all dealerships. So we sort of took a universal approach towards the end of the pitch. But yeah, we think that the fundamentals remain no matter if you can benefit the smallest, you can benefit the largest. So
Okay, got it. Did I answer your question?
absolutely.
Okay, great.
Mike, if I can come back just to follow up to you.
Yeah.
I know your deep roots in this industry. What drew you to this project specifically? Pete mentioned you've been chatting for a while, but what ultimately drew you in?
The ability to execute is without a doubt was the reason Pete and I've gotten together on this. The team, the folks we're partnering with on the back end side are proven providers in the marketplace, and that technology hurdle that I mentioned with my previous company, not to take anything away from them, great folks, great systems. It was a problem that could not be solved without what we've got, the resources we've got out there in the marketplace with our partner in this business. That's what drove it.
And it bears clarifying, we are not in the warranty business. We're in the technology business. We are the technology provider to make this happen. We have all these TPA clients using our platform, and we have all these dealer clients using our platform. We have those connections and relationships. Now we have the technology to facilitate this opportunity for dealers to drive their reinsurance program or whatever they want to do with the dollars above and beyond just the fact that it's creating a lot more loyalty among their customer base.
Well, and Mike, I want to go into a little more detail too about the benefits of this, because for our dealers listening today, I mean, this entire structure that you're describing with your parts loyalty program, there's a lot of concerns right now in the automotive industry around retention, around reinsurance, around the customer experience as a whole. So what are some of the benefits that you're seeing and that you'll be executing and helping dealers with in this program?
Again, great question. And it gets to Stephen's point. There's a reason they were working on this, I think, at Northwood, is because it's a huge problem across the industry. Whether retention is at 70% in the store or 80% or 90%, you still got opportunity there. And this is about, number one, solving that problem, increasing service retention, getting those customers in there the first time with a promise. And secondly, it's about delivering on the promise and keeping those customers loyal and coming back to you. And that drives the whole business model is come in the door first, keep them coming, keep them happy. And in the same time, dealers are creating opportunities to make more money. And there's a hidden benefit here of one of the hardest jobs to fill in any dealership is service advisors, good, capable service advisors. And when you can tell at the example store that we worked with first in 2018, they hired a service advisor who came to work for them specifically looking at 3 different opportunities. And the one that won out is the one that had the service loyalty program. Because he said his job was never going to be easy, but it was going to be easier because he had good news to deliver to consumers, customers when they came through. One, when the RO came out for them to pay, and 2, to be able to deliver good news if and when things go wrong on repairs on the vehicle.
All right. We're talking to Pete Carusone and Michael Toms. They're with VisionAST. You'll all recognize Pete Carusone, a big friend of the fixed ops community and retail community at VisionAST. Pete, let me come back to you and to Mike as well. Give me some of the primary benefits to the dealer. So we've got folks watching today who are dealers, we've got general managers, we've got folks throughout the gamut on the fixed op side and now on the variable side as well, reconditioning managers, used car managers, very much so. Is it the customer retention? Is it the reinsurance that Sarah mentioned? What would you say?
Certainly, it is positioned as a retention tool. There's no question of the value there. I think Mike makes a very important point about the service advisor being able to be able to share good news. Right, that doesn't get to happen every day. So that is a big piece. And I've always focused on our business has been how to drive more profit, higher profitability with the business you already have. That's done through the metrics we provide and measuring success and finding opportunities to improve with the existing business that the dealership is doing. This fits right into that business model of driving additional revenue from the business that's already coming through your service drive. And that's an important piece right now, is certainly after what we've seen in 2025 with generally a flat industry. This year remains to be seen, but not expected to be a blockbuster year in terms of SAR, but steady. And so with that steady business, what can you do to drive additional revenue without spending money on new customer acquisition? We all know that costs a lot more than it does to retain a customer. So it fits right into that model, and the timing and the market couldn't be better.
Michael, I'm going to follow up with you on that same question.
Okay. And well, the part I didn't get to circle back on is the reinsurance. So for a dealer, that's an important aspect. This is going to be the assumption being that a dealer is already participating in a reinsurance program. They've got something set up. This is additional capital that can be premium that can be fed into a reinsurance program and creates opportunities for more of what they're trying to do, wealth building, but it's fairly low risk. Premium and risk to be putting into reinsurance. So potentially highly profitable. Results will vary, as you know, on any program, no promises like that. And as Pete said, we're the IT providers to make it happen. And that we'll be working with TPAs and agents who will help bring this to marketplace. But that will be one of the biggest selling points for dealers is you've already got a reinsurance program. There's no incremental cost to set up a reinsurance program. Let's just seed more capital in there. And at the same time, you're making happier customers. Why would you ever say no to this value proposition?
Michael, I see below your name there, it says VisionAST RO Loyalty Team. Is that going to be is that the name? RO Loyalty?
We've still got things to figure out there. New news to come, like as we reveal our partner we're working with. We're working on the branding and all that stuff. This is so new that we don't even have the name figured out yet. So
it is
Sarah, there's not a lot of time, Sarah and Pete, because then next week is NADA. So I know we're going to be seeing you there.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely planning on being there.
We'll get to see them there, Ted, and have the big reveal. That'll be another exciting opportunity.
Yeah, and
I can promise you that.
Yeah, and we're glad to do it on another episode of the Fixed Ops Roundtable too.
Well, you know what? And we're also going to be out there in person as well. Gentlemen, if I can follow up on one more question. So, what
Yeah.
does it look like to get started? What are the steps? Pete, maybe kind of take us through that, and Michael as well.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
So the whole thing about this is, I won't say it's as easy as a puppy dog close, but it's fairly easy for a dealer, for an agent and a dealer, because all it takes is, Mr. Dealer, we know that you want higher loyalty for your customers. We know you want better service retention. We know you want an opportunity to seed more money into your reinsurance. All we need to do is get connected with your systems administrator and get permissions, and we start pulling RO data, and we figure out what the opportunity looks like. It's that simple.
Yep.
Well, and I think that's a big part of it, Pete, making it simple and easy and frictionless, right? Those
Yeah.
are the new words today in the industry. So
They are, and still using data to determine the outcome, right?
Yeah.
So it's right in line with what we do every day here at VisionAST.
yeah, I was going to say no better place to do that than the data that you're already collecting, Pete, from the dealers.
right.
So congratulations to both of you, Michael Toms and Pete Carusone.
Thank you. Thanks, Ted.
Great to see y'all. Thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
All right, let's come back now, everybody. If you're going to NADA next week, you mentioned you'll be out there, Pete. You'll be, I'm assuming, like most folks, making some appointments and meeting with people in person, and also non-appointments, right? So,
Oh boy, is it? I got to remember to bring better shoes. I don't think I own better shoes because every time I go, I think I've got the right ones, and it's still painful by the end of the day. So maybe I just need some running shoes because we're going to be running like crazy to try to meet everyone that wants to speak with us, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
all right.
OCs on clouds, the best shoes for that.
All right. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you out there. Sarah, we're going to be in the West Hall, and I know we've got a stage set up there for all the days of the expo. And it looks like a busy schedule. I think Michael, I know, and Michael and Pete are both going to be out there with us on that stage.
You're so right, Ted, and Stephen will be there as well. It's going to be an exciting opportunity again to have the intern, our official intern, now with us at the big NADA show.
Yeah, exciting. Very excited to meet you, Stephen.
I'm so excited to meet you guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of this today. And I really appreciate all the valuable insights that I've learned from you guys in your new program. So,
Great.
Stephen, will this be your first NADA show?
this will be my first NADA show, so I'm really pumped to see everything. You know, it's such an inspiring industry to sort of get to be on the front lines of it and see everything as somebody new and just coming from my education at Northwood and seeing how all of that looks applied into the real world. So I've gotten to meet some incredible leaders so far, and I'm just so excited to keep on learning.
Pete, I think he's coming into the business at the right time. I've never been more excited about what's happening than right now in our industry, Pete.
It is the right time. I think what I have experienced in my time in the industry is during the slower times, the sharp operators get sharper and really sharpen their tools. And that's what's happening right now. So you're coming in at a time where everyone is really operating at a high level. It's not easy, but a good system and process and work ethic, you can be very successful. And everyone that you're going to be exposed to are the sharpest of the sharp that are still around and finding success in this 2026.
We'll leave it there. Everybody, thank you for being with us today. Michael Toms and Pete Carusone with VisionAST. Congratulations to both of you. Everybody, if you're not going to NADA, you can reach out on the web, visionast.com. I also see I see an email from Michael T at visionast.com, and I see a phone number. Michael, where does that phone number go? Who's answering that?
It goes to my cell. We have the technology to have it go directly to my phone as well as to an extension, a direct extension of our offices in Saratoga Springs, New York as well. So,
all right. So if our audience wants to set up some appointments next week, if they're going to NADA, I guess that might be the number to call as well in the
yes,
email, right?
Absolutely.
Indeed.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Easy number to remember too.
Yeah, it's a great number.
It's an amazing number.
All right, everybody. Congratulations again. Pete Carusone, Michael Toms with VisionAST here with us today at the Fixed Ops Roundtable.
Thank y'all.